everyone. My name is Harry Worth.
Mr. Worth?
Yes?
While you're out shopping, would you mind calling at the cleaners with my dressing gown?
Not at all. I would be delighted.
Well, will you please bring it down with you? It's in the bathroom.
I'll go and get it.
Oh, and Mr. Worth, will you also bring 2 pork chops?
Yes, certainly. Mrs. Maybury?
Yeah?
I have the dressing gown. Can't find the pork chops anywhere.
Mr. Worth, the pork chops are at the butcher's.
What a good thing you remembered. Now, are you quite sure you don't mind lending me your car?
No, not a bit. You'll have far too much to bring back with you on the bus. By the way, do you know how the gears go?
Oh, yes, they make that terrible grinding noise, don't they? You know, for a time I used to think that was my fault. Then one day I borrowed my uncle's. Just the same.
As long as you know where to find the gear lever, Mr. Worth, you should be all right.
The gear lever, the gear... Ah, yes, that's the thing that sticks up from the floor, doesn't it? Well, it did on mine.
Yes, but did yours go 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse? Or was it like my sister's? 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse up there?
Definitely like your sister's. I'll tell you why. When I used to go for reverse, which incidentally I didn't always get, I used to jam my hand in the handle of the glove compartment.
How painful.
It wasn't very nice for the car behind me either. Now, you did say 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse.
Not quite. You're not quite there with your second.
You're right. I heard that terrible grinding noise. Yes. Look, would you sit down and go through the gears with me?
Yes,
Then we'll
like.
be sure. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4
and reverse. Perfect.
No, that was awful. I'm always doing that. When will I ever learn?
Why, what did you do?
I completely forgot to press the clutch pedal down. Well, I think I'd better be on my way.
Well, you better take this list with you.
Where do you want me to take it?
It's to remind you what you're going for.
Oh, yes. Floor covering for bedroom, dressing gown to cleaners, pork chops from butchers. Mrs. Maybury, you forgot the most important item.
What's that?
Car from garage. Cheerio, Mrs. Maybury.
Cheerio.
Wasn't on the list, Mrs. Maybury. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir. Won't be a moment.
That's all right. There's no hurry.
Just trying to find a missing invoice. Perhaps you'd like to have a look round?
Certainly. Have you looked in there?
What for?
You said you'd lost an invoice.
Yes, I'm looking for the invoice. I thought perhaps you'd like to have a look round.
I'd be delighted. Have you any idea where you lost it?
No, sir, I don't expect you to find it.
Oh, you never know. I might be lucky. Probably on your desk somewhere. What do we hear? Ah, there you are. That's an invoice.
Yes, so these are all invoices, sir. The one I'm looking for must have been filed out of date order. I'm just trying to find it.
Well, look, while you're trying to find it, could I have a look around?
What's a good idea?
Hey, lovely carpet.
Yes. Look, what was the exact date you sent it?
Look, could I clear something up right away?
Sir?
I've never sent anything to you at all.
You haven't?
No, I can swear to that. In fact, I've never had contact with this shop before.
Well, that's all right, sir. We like to give special preference to new customers.
Oh, you see my point, don't you? If you think it was me who sent it to you, you could be wasting your time.
Sent me what?
This missing invoice.
I'll have to ring you back. Sir, what exactly is it that you want?
Ah, yeah, you see this carpet over here?
Ah, very good carpet, sir. Nice quality.
Well, I wanted something exactly the same colour, and if possible, exactly the same pattern. Or as near as you can do it.
Well, I can't find much nearer than this, sir. I mean, this is the same pattern.
Mm. Would it be possible to see it?
Well, you're looking at it, sir, aren't you? I mean, if this is the colour that you want, and this is the pattern that you want, this is it.
But this is carpet.
I know.
You see, I wanted lino.
I wonder what gave me the idea you wanted carpet.
Well, I can't really imagine. I think your mind is full of missing invoices.
So, you want as near as I can get to this in lino?
Yes, please. And could I have it, please, this shape?
What's that supposed to be?
Well, there you are. That's a plan of my sitting room, you see, my bed sitting room. It's 1 inch to a foot, approximately.
And what are these, lift shafts?
No, you see, I have 2 rugs that cover those.
And you don't propose to lay lino under them?
Well, I don't see the point. A waste of money buying lino that one doesn't need.
Well, I've been selling floor coverings for 21 years. And this is the first time anyone's ever walked in with one of these.
Well, that's the exciting thing about life, isn't it? People are always dreaming up new innovations, like the hovercraft and Concorde. Although I'm not suggesting this is like the Concorde. This is to save money.
That may be, sir. But with the best will in the world, I can't possibly sell you a piece of lino this shape.
Oh, dear me. Now, that is a nuisance. What shapes do you sell it in?
We sell them in squares and oblongs. In other words, 7 feet wide to whatever length you need.
Look, can I come to the crux of the problem?
You mean this isn't it?
Only in part. Look, I suggest you sell me an oblong of linoleum to a shape that would suit this.
Then what?
Then I would sell you certain pieces.
Which pieces? I'm going to my storeroom. Sir, please, don't touch anything.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Nobody serving?
He's in his storeroom.
Oh.
Yeah. Madam, please.
Yes?
Don't touch him.
Right, sir. It's as near as I could find for you.
Yes, that looks very nice. How much is that?
£1 per square yard. How big's your room?
I have it written down here. 15 feet by 12 feet.
15 by 12.
15 by 12.
That's Sir, please, would you mind?
I beg your pardon.
Anyway, so that's exactly £22, including VAT.
Ah, yes, I see. £22. There you are. £50. Thank you so much. Oh, just one thing.
Now, if you are going to ask me how the bus is run, I shall scream.
Oh, no. I was going to ask you, what is VAT?
That.
Well, I could have managed without that.
Would you please go, sir?
I beg your pardon?
Be careful.
Yes, certainly.
Don't bang into anything.
What did you say?
I said don't bang into anything.
Oh, I know you said that. I thought you said something else.
I nearly did. Now, you get out of my shop.
Look, I keep trying to go out of your shop, and you keep calling me back.
Sir. Over there, please. Would you please open the door?
Certainly.
Not you, sir. Madam. Would you please open the door? I'm sorry about that, madam. What was it you wanted?
I just wanted some underfelt.
Underfelt, yes, please. How much?
6 square yards would do.
I see what I've got in my storeroom. Madam, please don't touch anything.
Sorry.
Yes. Is he in the storeroom? Look, I'm afraid I've got to touch his telephone.
Is something wrong?
I've just had a very nasty shock. Somebody's stolen Mrs. Maybury's motor car.
Mrs. Maybury?
Yes, she's the lady I'm living with.
Oh.
You see, at first I thought it had run backwards because there's something wrong with the handbrake. But then I remembered I'd left it in gear. Well, I had to leave it in gear. I couldn't get it out.
Hello? Edith Maybury speaking.
Ah, hello, Edith. I mean, Mrs. Maybury. Now, don't be alarmed, will you, but this is me.
That doesn't alarm me in the least, Mr. Worth. Why should it?
Well, you see, something terrible has happened.
Let me guess. You've lost my shopping list.
You're quite right. I have lost your shopping list. It was in the car. And unfortunately, the car's been stolen.
The car's been stolen?
From outside the carpet shop, that's where I'm ringing you from now.
Have you notified the police?
No, well, I couldn't, you see, because I don't know the registration number.
Well, I'd better ring them myself right away.
Yes. I don't think there's any need for you to worry. They can't go far because there's no petrol in it.
Well, you'd better wait there until I ring you back. The police might want to ask you some questions.
All right, you are, Mrs. Maybury. Thank you very much. Now, I'll tell you exactly what is happening. Mrs. Maybury is getting in touch with the police. I've got to wait here for further instructions.
Oh, now, isn't that dreadful? You can't trust anybody these days, can you?
Oh, yeah, I can trust Mrs. Maybury. Solid as a rock.
Right, madam. No, I think you'll find this is just the thing for you. Oh, no. I thought I got rid of you.
So did I, but there has been an unfortunate development.
Yes, you've come back.
No, Mrs. Maybury's car has been stolen from the front of your shop.
Is that where you parked it?
Yes.
Oh, well, the police have taken it.
No, I'm not having that. Please do not go around stealing cars.
I didn't say they'd stolen it.
No, but the inference was there. Quite frankly, there's far too much mudslinging at our police.
Look, your car hasn't been stolen by anybody. It's been taken off to the police car pound.
Police car pound, that's nice, isn't it? How do I get it back?
You'll have to go and collect it.
Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? I haven't got a car. By the way, now promise not to scream.
Now what?
How do the buses run?
Oh, yes. 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 Yes, we've got your car here, sir. Well, you can pick it up any time you like. As long as you bring money with you. Right, sir.
Constable, I've come to collect the car. It's a red one.
Yes, well, we'll need more to go on than that, sir. We've got 45 red ones here at the moment.
You can't mistake this one, Constable. Got 2 pork chops on the back seat.
Sir.
Oh, very well.
This is not the London Palladium.
No, car compound.
Yes. Now, we've had them all in here. Tarbuck, Jimmy Edwards, Bernie Winters. What you might call the cream of comics. They've all had a go. And not one of them has managed to raise a titter out of me.
Well, I don't suppose it would worry them. They've all appeared in Birmingham.
Yeah. So let us proceed, shall we? I take it you've definitely come here about a collection of a car.
Definitely.
What number?
Just the one.
I did warn you about the jokes, didn't I?
Oh, my word, you were very explicit.
Because, you see, if we get the feeling that we are being provoked, we can turn very, very nasty.
By Jove, I'll bet you can, yes.
I mean, we could flatten your battery faster than you could draw breath.
Of course you could, you're the experts.
So, let us have some details of your car.
You won't get nasty, will you? I haven't got a car.
Then whose car are we talking about?
My landlady's.
Look, let's start again, shall we? Now, a car belonging to your landlady has been removed here to the car pound, and you have come here to collect it. Now, am I right as far as that?
Spot on.
Oh, good. Now, all I want then are 4 very simple answers to 4 very simple questions. I want the make of the car, the registration number, where it was taken from, and what time it was left there.
Well, how's this for a suggestion, Constable? You ask the questions, I'll try to answer them. If that doesn't work, we'll try it the other way round.
You know, if I was to read this out as evidence in court, they'd say I was drunk.
Nonsense. I can't smell anything. I swear on oath.
Now, question number 1. What's the name of the car?
My landlady's car?
Yes?
Don't drain.
I beg your pardon.
Don't drain.
That's not the name of a motor car.
That's what it says on the front of the radiator.
Well, we'll come back to that one later. Now, question number 2. What is the registration number of the car?
Can we come back to that one later?
No! No, we can't, because if I haven't got the number, I can't trace the car, can I?
No, you're quite right. Now, I'm going to try and concentrate and think of the number. I'm thinking of the front number plate.
Good.
Yes, I think it has a 4.
You think it has a 4?
Yes, I think. Now I can see the back number plate. Yeah, it definitely has a 4 on the black plate as well. How many more numbers do we have to find?
I've only got 10 minutes left because I'm going off duty quite soon, and I haven't got time to stand here when you think up numbers. So I want you to go out through that door, and you'll find yourself facing 650 cars. Now, if you see yours, get a bearing on it and rush straight back in here.
Thank you, Constable. By the way, Constable, is it all right if I take the pork chops out first?
You can take the spark plugs and the back axle out if you like.
Constable, I won't forget this in a hurry.
I shall remember it longer than you ever will, sir.
Any messages before I start clearing Dover Street?
Oh, yes, there's a stolen car report come in. Morris Minor, AMG 314B. When you're cruising around, keep your eyes open for it, will you?
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, if you see a grocer's van parked where it shouldn't be, we need a tin of cocoa.
Say no more.
No, Mrs. Maybury, he hasn't come back. But I feel sure he will. Yes, he forgot the lino. Goodbye.
Excuse me, may I come in?
Just stay there.
Here?
Yes. Now listen, your landlady's been on this phone 6 times. She wants you to wait here till she comes for you.
Well, she'll be delighted to know I've got her car back.
You haven't parked it outside on the double yellow line again, have you?
Yes, I have. I don't think we'll have any trouble with the police this time. You see, the constable at the car pound, he put a sticker on my windscreen.
What sort of sticker?
Well, I think it was some sort of code. It said, keep off, man with pork chops. Have you got my lino?
Yes. Oh, and,
I know, don't touch anything.
Excuse me.
Not at all.
Would you happen to be the driver of the car parked outside on the double yellow lines? AMG 314B?
Yeah, but before you do anything desperate, did you notice the pork chops on the back seat?
I'll deal with the pork chops later. Have you any proof that you own the car, sir?
Well, none whatsoever. That's why it's so much difficulty getting it from the police car compound.
You picked up that car from the police car park?
Eventually, when I convinced the constable that it wasn't mine.
Which constable?
A tall chap. Very fond of a joke.
You seriously expect me to believe that a policeman allowed you to drive off in a stolen vehicle?
Wait a minute. You've lost me.
The car you've just parked outside this shop is a stolen vehicle.
My word, you do astound me. How are we going to break the news to Mrs. Maybury?
oh no, now what's the trouble, officer?
This gentleman will explain it all to you. The constable thinks Mrs. Maybury's car has been stolen, just as I did until you told me otherwise.
Oh, so you're in this as well, are you?
I'm not in anything. The way things are going, I'm not even in the carpet business.
What's going on?
Mrs. Maybury, there I was, wondering where you were, and here you are.
What's the car doing outside? You said it had been stolen.
It has been stolen, madam. Can you throw any light on the matter?
Be advised, Mrs. Maybury, don't say anything till you've seen a solicitor.
What's everybody rabbiting on about a stolen car for? He borrowed it from that lady. One of your lot drove it away. That lady reported it as stolen. He got it back from the car pound and parked it outside again. What's all the mystery?
Come on, Constable. What's all the mystery?
So the car never was stolen?
Never was stolen. The only thing I could possibly be guilty of is parking on a double yellow line.
Come along, Mr. Worth. We're having our lunch.
Well, I suppose I better move my panda car. I've kept him wedged in at the curb with it.
You should have left him locked in a padded cell. That man's a menace.
We can only do our duty, sir. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Oh, Constable, thank goodness I've caught you. Something dreadful has happened. Mrs. Maybury is very upset.
Your car hasn't been stolen again, has it?
No, far worse than that. The pork chops are missing. everyone. My name is Harry Worth.
Mr. Worth?
Yes?
While you're out shopping, would you mind calling at the cleaners with my dressing gown?
Not at all. I would be delighted.
Well, will you please bring it down with you? It's in the bathroom.
I'll go and get it.
Oh, and Mr. Worth, will you also bring 2 pork chops?
Yes, certainly. Mrs. Maybury,
Yeah?
I have the dressing gown. Can't find the pork chops anywhere.
Mr. Worth, the pork chops are at the butcher's.
What a good thing you remembered. Now, are you quite sure you don't mind lending me your car?
No, not a bit. You'll have far too much to bring back with you on the bus. By the way, do you know how the gears go?
Oh, yes, they make that terrible grinding noise, don't they? You know, for a time I used to think